I'm Andrew Budd. I'm the founder and CEO of iProov, the world's leading provider of online authentication using secure face verification. And I'm also the global chair of the Mobile Ecosystem Forum, the International Trade Association.
What can the world of digital finance learn from digital disruption in other industries?
I spent most of my career in the mobile communications industry, and I've recently spent time in the energy industry as well. And what's striking are the similarities in the dynamics when industries begin to delaminate. That is, when you start to get interfaces between different functions within the value chain that permit competition to destructure previously integrated production environments. It was the same in telecommunications, and we saw the advent of WhatsApp. It's been the same in energy, and we've seen in some countries the creation of very vigorous new business models for the supply of electricity and gas. I think with the advent of new open APIs, which will come in 2018 to most of Europe, we're going to see a similar process in which new actors will come in, create new business models, new relationships with customers, creating challenges for incumbents, and the incumbents will start to diverge dramatically in their ability to respond to this. I think that it's worth for the finance sector. It'll be interesting to look at the success strategies that major players such as Verizon and AT&T in the United States and perhaps Vodafone elsewhere used, compared to some of the less successful strategies of those who perhaps tried to straddle two worlds, who couldn't decide exactly what their relationship with the customers were. The key to this is going to be the creation of these open APIs and the role of the regulator. We mustn't forget that the role of the regulator is always fundamental, both in stimulating competition, in protecting it, but also making sure that it doesn't go out of control.
What role will identity play in the evolution of digital finance?
I'm fascinated by the role of identity in the future of digital finance. My friend David Birch says identity is the new money, because everything in digital finance revolves around the authority to do things. That authority stems from a person's identity. So whoever issues that identity and whoever authenticates that identity has the ultimate relationship with the consumer. It's not who has the best product, it's not who has the most branches, it's whoever has that identity issuing and authentication relationship with the consumer. And already there's a huge struggle going on within PSD2 relating to who is allowed to authenticate the user. So the question, and there will be a number of players, there are clearly a number of players building up around who is able to issue identities. We're seeing the European directive on EIDAS, on creation of portable digital identities, beginning to create a new class of identity issuing player. Banks, of course, are in a tremendously strong position to use their long knowledge of customers to issue identity. The key to it, as I would say, is being able to verify that identity when it's issued, and to be able to affirm that identity every time, securely, every time the user returns, so that the user can trust the financial institution, and above all, the financial institution can trust the user, because on the basis of that trust is built absolutely everything. And of course, from iProov's role in all of this is to provide that level of trust. Identity, I think, is going to be one of the pivotal points in the future of digital finance.
Marvelous.